Lenny Montana was no actor, at least not in the traditional sense. Best known or only known as Luca Brasi, the fearsome yet doomed enforcer in The Godfather, Montana wasn't just playing a mob heavy, he was one. Before Hollywood, he was a 6'6", 300-pound wrestling champion turned enforcer for New York's Colombo crime family, where he handled muscle work and allegedly arson jobs. His entry into film was pure serendipity. While working as a bodyguard for a young Colombo Don, he ended up on the Godfather set, where Francis Ford Coppola spotted the not-so-gentle giant and immediately cast him. Montana's presence was so raw, so authentic, that Coppola barely needed to direct him. When asked if he could spin the cylinder of a revolver, Montana smirked, "You kiddin'?" Off-screen, he kept everyone on edge with his real-life mob stories. He used to tell us all these things like he was an arsonist. Associate producer Gray Fredrickson recalled. He'd tie tampons to a mouse's tail, dip it in kerosene, light it, and let it loose in a building. Or he'd put a candle in front of a cuckoo clock, so when the cuckoo popped out, the candle would tip and start a fire. Even his kindness carried an undercurrent of menace. When Betty McCart, assistant to producer Al Ruddy, casually mentioned breaking her watch, Montana asked what kind she wanted. "An antique watch with diamonds," she joked, adding she'd probably settle for a cheap one. A week later, Montana left an antique diamond-studded watch on her desk, wrapped in Kleenex. "The boys sent you this," he said, "but don't wear it in Florida." Montana's Hollywood career never went beyond The Godfather. But maybe that's because he had already lived the role. A one-hit wonder? Maybe. But Luca Brasi and Lenny Montana were the real deal.
Louis Brasi sleeps with the fishes.
Luca Brasi. Luca.
Whatever.
Wise guys, lend me your ears. I'm now an Audible associate, which means you get a special deal. Sign up with my link and get a free Audible trial. A whole month to binge your favorite books. Think Donnie Brasco, The Godfather, Wise Guy, Casino. All the classics to get you feeling like Tony before a sit-down. And hey, if it's not for you, forget about it. Cancel anytime, no strings attached. Don't miss this chance to turn your downtime into a story straight out of The Sopranos.